When I help somebody, when I coach them, my main job is not to help the person change everything, but to change the one thing. What's the one thing that this person needs that will make a total difference? That will be the game changer in this person. And that's the job of a good coach. That's the job of a good friend. To be able to help the person to find the smallest, littlest thing that can make a little ripple effect, to make a ripple effect that will change everything. You know, it's so funny how we know that Yitzhak and Yishmael never got along. Yishmael tried killing Yitzhak. He would shoot arrows above Yitzhak's head, trying to shoot an apple on Yitzhak's head. He did 3 cardinal sins, like Sarah saw in Yishmael. And in the end, we know that Yishmael did teshuvah. The way that the rabbis know that Yishmael did teshuvah, 2 things. One thing is the word that it says when Yishmael died, it says vayigva. Vayigva is a word that's used by tzaddikim, and that's the way that Yishmael died, like a tzaddik. Another way that the rabbis know that Yishmael did teshuvah was the way that it says how Yitzhak and Yishmael buried Avraham Avinu. The fact that it says Yitzhak was before Yishmael in burying the father Avraham, from here we learn that Yishmael did teshuvah. But one second, this guy is a crook. He did avodah zarah, gilui arayot, shfichut damim, 3 cardinal sins, and just because he lets his brother Yitzhak ahead of him in burying, he's considered now that he's a Baal Teshuvah. What do we understand about this special point that he's considered Baal Teshuvah? But the point is, we know that the whole time with Yishmael, this is his biggest struggle in life. The biggest struggle that Yishmael had was, how could it be that my father loves me so much, I'm the older brother, and this guy Yitzhak is taking over? He couldn't stand that, Yishmael. We know that there was a challenge between Yishmael and Yitzhak. Yishmael told Yitzhak, I'm greater than you. I did my Bris Milah when I was 13. You did it when you were only 8 days old. Yitzhak to that told Yishmael, listen, if God would ask me to bring up my whole body as a sacrifice, not just one limb, so I would do that. And that's why it says, after these words of Yitzhak, Hashem tested Yitzhak and asked him to do the Akedat Yitzhak. This is the underlying problem that Yishmael had. Yishmael's problem was, how could it be that this Yitzhak is taking over? We know that Yishmael was loved tremendously by his father Avraham Avinu. So much so that when Hashem said to Avraham, I want you to take et bincha, et yichidecha, et Yitzhak. Avraham Avinu first, we said, you told me to take my son. I don't know which son. Is it Yitzhak or is it Yishmael? He said, yichidecha, your only son. He said, each one is an only child to me. Even Yishmael is an only child to his mother. He says, Esher Ahavta, the one that you loved. He said, I love both of them the same. And then Hashem has to tell specifically to Rabbeinu et Yitzhak. So the fact that Yishmael was in this competitive state with Yitzhak is the reason why he was always falling. When Yishmael did teshuvah, the sign that he did teshuvah was that he fixed the main thing of respecting Yitzhak and saying that this Yitzhak has precedence over me or with my father. And once he changed that one little thing, the rabbis say this guy is going to be a tzaddik. This is the main problem. Even if he dies, it doesn't do much more teshuvah, but that was the crux of the problem. The question is always, when we want to change, to find what is the one thing, the one internal mindset that we have that can change the whole thing. If we want to help somebody with an addiction, we have to find out what is the one thing in the state of mind. Is it that the social understanding of this pleasure? Is it not knowing how to frame this pleasure and put it into the right perspective? So they have to find that one little thing about going to sleep. We have to find the one little thing that is going to cause that if I put things in motion, I'll be going to sleep on the right time. If we do this, we find that one thing, then we change everything.